Look, a very interesting thing happened to me on Tuesday, and that was I was in the living room reading a book, and the doorbell rang, and I opened the door, and a man came in, and he said, "I want to come in," and I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because I like it here," and I said, "Well, yes, I like it here too," and he said, "Well." You've got lots of room. He looked around and he saw that I had a sort of a double living area and a kitchen, and he said, "You probably got 3 bedrooms," and I said, "Yes, I do." And he said, "Well, that's far too much for just 2 people." And I said, "Well, I do have guests." And anyway, long and short of it, he said, "I want to move in." And I said, "Well, you can't. Where do you come from?" And he said, "Well, I've come from something park, the other side of Maroubra," and I said, "Well, why don't you go back to that place? Because I'm happy the way I am." And he said, "Well, I can't." And I said, "Why can't you?" And he said, "Well, it's not nice there. I don't like it there, the other side of Maroubra." And I said, "Well, yes, but that's no reason to come and move in with me, is it?" And he said, "Well, yes, it is. It is, because, you should be looking after me." And I said, "What? I should be looking after?" He said, "Yes, you should, because it's not nice there. There are lots of shootings, and my wife and my 8 children don't feel safe in the other side of Maroubra." And I said, "Wow, you're beginning to sound like someone who's you can't just emigrate into my house." And he said, "Well, why not? You should. It's humanitarian, and it shows what a nice person you are if you take us in." And I said, "I'm not going to take you in." He said, "Well, that is very, very cruel. That is unkind. And look." And then he showed me his children. They were all out there and standing outside there, and they were very sweet, very cute. They aged about. She was carrying a baby, and there were then it was from 2 years on up to 8 years. 8 of them. And he said, "I don't have enough money to feed them." And I said, "Well, surely you've got enough money from Centrelink." And he said, "Well, not enough, really. Not by the time I paid off my bills and stuff." And I said, "But you're still going to have to pay off your bills." He said, "No, no, 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 no. I reckon that you're going to pay the bills, and that I'm going to live here for nothing." And I said, "No, I'm taking you back. I'm turning you around, and I'm taking you back to Maroubra." Well, the other side of Maroubra. And he said, "You're a very cruel man." And I'm not saying he wasn't. He was straightforward Australian, like all the rest of us are. Just not white, not black, not Asian. Just a little bit. Part of our multicultural society, and he just wasn't happy where he was, and he wanted to immigrate to Darlinghurst. So anyway, it took me forever. I had to get some friends, and we pushed them all in the car, and we turned them around, and we drove them to Maroubra, and we just opened the door, and we slung them out. And that was the end of it. So I don't think that's inhumane. Do you?